Right. So we'll start with the 2020 A-level question. Right. So 2020 A-levels question number 1. A free good has which of the following characteristics? Yes, can you all give me another name for a free good? A free good is also called a what good? A free good is also called a non-economic good, right? Free good is also called a non-economic good. So this is the opposite of economic goods, right? So we'll try to figure out what do you all think is a characteristic of a free good. It has some degree of scarcity, right? Now, can you all give me some examples also for free goods? We'll try to relate it to it and try to understand. Give me some examples for free goods. What do we have? We have things like air. We have things like sunlight. We have things like rainwater. Okay, fine, right? So now these have to come to your mind, right? The moment you remember air, rainwater, sunlight, then try to connect it with these points, right? So we'll try to think, guys. Okay. Can you say this air, rainwater, sunlight has some degree of scarcity in relation to demand, or you have any amount of it, right? Now, if you take something like sunlight, right? You have any amount of sunlight, because you have unlimited amount of sunlight, right? When it is available, don't tell me, sir, at night you don't have sunlight. Whenever there is sunlight, there is unlimited amount of sunlight, right? There is unlimited amount of air that you want to breathe, right? So some degree of scarcity, no, right? It's available in unlimited terms. So there is no some degree of scarcity. Then they are saying it has no opportunity cost in supply. Now, opportunity cost is where when you have to produce that good, you have to forego something else, right? Some scarce resources have been used to produce that. Because you produced that, you couldn't produce something else. So there was opportunity cost. So what do you think, guys? For these type of goods, is there an opportunity cost in supply? Yes or no? There is no real opportunity cost, right? Just because you get sunlight, are you foregoing something else? Are you sacrificing something else? Just because you're breathing in oxygen, are you sacrificing anything else? You're really not sacrificing anything else, right? So there is no opportunity cost. So that could be your answer, right? We'll maybe mark it a little, but we'll look at the others also. Third one says, consumption or production does not generate any externality. Now, this externality part, guys, I'll explain in unit number 8. All right, just because I remembered unit number 8, guys, right? So in our theory class, we're starting unit number 8 tomorrow, right? So usually the first class of every theory class, I do open it for free, right? So I'll send you all the link as well on the group, right? So there have been some people who have already paid and registered for March. So if anyone is interested, you all could do so. So the plan is to finish the syllabus by April, right? But that means there's a lot of work to do in March and April. So the total syllabus has 12 units, right? We are starting unit number 8 tomorrow, right? Plan is to finish it by the end of April. So unit number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 units we are planning to finish off in 2 months. We'll definitely take an extra class on Saturday also. Saturday or Sunday, I'm looking at an extra class as well. So somehow within the next 2 months, we're looking at finishing the entire syllabus. We're looking at covering 5 of the most important units. So if anyone is interested, right, I got a lot of messages. I did clear some of those messages. I might have not responded to all of you all, right? So you all can join the theory and the revision class starting from March onward. It's a paid class, guys, right? It's not a free class. So I can come tomorrow as a free trial if you all want, right? See how the class works. Just like this only, the class also works just like this. The only difference is you get a printed tute courier to your doorstep. Recordings are given on our website so that you can watch the recordings any amount of times until A levels, right? There is no restriction. So the teaching pattern and my voice and my video and everything will be the same, right? I do share it on the screen as well. The difference is the tute will be printed and couriered, and then there is the recording given on our website, right? So you get all of that, which you can watch any amount of times, and those things are there, right? Okay, I'll send you all the link maybe tomorrow, right? So if anyone is interested in joining as a free trial, you all can join. So class is tomorrow on Tuesday from 7 to 9, right? So in that thing, I don't think we will learn externalities tomorrow itself, but at one point we will learn, like maybe towards the second class, right? We will learn externalities. Okay. So I'll come to externalities when we learn unit number 8, guys. So for now, we will cut this off, right? This externality part, what is it? How does it work, right? We'll not talk too much. Right. So it is supplied by the government free of charge. Guys, that is another mistake a lot of people do, guys. A lot of people think when we say free good, goods that are given free by the government. Complete bullshit, right? Goods that are given free by the government, that may be government textbooks, maybe school uniforms, maybe, let's say, free healthcare. Now, those are not free goods, right? Those are economic goods. Don't go and define. I have seen some students defining free goods saying goods that are given free of charge. No, that is not what free good is, right? So, supplied by the government free of charge, that is not what a free good is, right? Wrong. Then supplied by the government itself because its consumption is social desirable. Is it supplied by the government? Air, sunlight, rainwater? Nonsense, no, guys. You think Gota is the one who's coming and giving us sunlight and rainwater? Not that. All. So therefore, we go with our answer that we have. That is answer number 2. Right. So someone asked me about public goods. Again, we'll come into unit number 8. Now, just because a good is supplied by the government, it doesn't become a public good. But there are, yes, some goods supplied by the government. Okay, so, okay, what can you give a definition for free good, guys? Right, what's the definition for free good? A free good is a good that is unlimited in supply. And what can you say, guys? What are the keywords that you need to include when you say a free good? I say is a good unlimited in supply, right? So most likely, yes, it's a gift of nature. What can you tell about opportunity cost? And does not have an opportunity cost. In other words, zero opportunity cost. So this is a good basic definition for a free good, guys. A good that is unlimited in supply and does not have opportunity cost. Then you can say, in addition to this, right, it is provided at zero price. Now, why zero price, guys? You have unlimited amount of this, so you can't charge a price, no, guys. You can't charge a price for the air that you breathe. No, you have unlimited, right? So anyone can come and use it. So there is no real price. Yes, addition to that, yes, you can talk about having no ownership. You can talk about all of that. So those are the basics. Is that fine? Does all natural resources used in production non-economic? No. Natural resources that are, remember, guys, okay, good question, right? So I think I would have covered this in my theory classes, though. If you take natural resources, right, now these are a little bit additional, right, since the question came in. If you take natural resources, guys, what is a natural resource? Any resource gifted by nature that is not man-made. Anything that is not man-made is a natural resource. Now, there can be natural resources that are unlimited, right? Things like what? Things like air, things like rainwater, things like, let's say, sunlight. Now, those kind of natural resources are what you call non-economic resources, right? Now, these are non-economic goods also, non-economic resources. But there are some natural resources that are limited in nature, right? If you take, for example, the forest, if you take, for example, wild animals, if you take, for example, let's say, coal, right? Maybe all these minerals in the earth, right? Now, those kind of things are limited. What do we call this, guys? Those were non-economic resources. These are called what? The natural resources that are limited in nature are called what? These are called land, guys, right? These are land. It comes under what? It comes under economic resources. Now, under economic resources, we have land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, right? So, production resources, right? Okay, how do you draw this, right? So, you have production resources divided into two. What are the two? You have non-economic, right? So that is only this, right? The ones that are unlimited. Then you have economic resources. Under economic resources, you have your first one that is called land, right? You know, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. So under land, you do have all of this limited natural resource. Is that clear? Economic goods and economic resources mean the same thing? No, guys, right? So economic goods are produced using economic resources. Free goods and free non-economic goods and non-economic resources is kind of the same thing because there is no production process, right? I'll touch into that when we come into a question, right? Okay, don't worry about, you know, resources, goods and all of it. I'll come there. Okay, done. Then going into the next, right? Economists refer the term capital exclusively to what? Easy one, guys. What is capital in economics? Give me an answer quickly. What can you say? How do I define economically? Guys, these definitions and all, these are theory, right? You can check your theory tutes, right? I'm trying to just recap and practice some questions. Okay. How can you define this? The term capital, human-made goods which are used to produce other goods and services. Okay, sounds right. Money used to purchase capital. No. Money is not capital in economics. Savings accumulated by households to purchase capital, that is not capital. Money used by an entrepreneur to purchase capital. No money. Real estate, okay, fine. Forest, no. Forest is a natural resource, right? So again, no. Mineral resources, no, right? So which one is capital, guys? Very easy, no, guys. These are normal definitions that they're asking, right? By just reading your tutor note that you have, you can figure this out. That is human-made goods which are used to produce other goods and services. Is that fine, guys? So human-made means man-made goods. Things like what? Machines, buildings, equipment, right? All of that. Exclusive means, is it exclusive here means not no, exclusive here doesn't mean excluded, guys, right? That's not what it means. Okay, done. Going to the next. What is meant by the statement that every economic system faces the problem of scarcity? Can you all quickly think and give me, guys, what do you all think? Every economic system faces the problem of scarcity. They say the quantities available of some resources in the society exceed the demand for them. Resources are more than the demand. That means we have more resources. That is not scarcity, right? That's like the opposite of scarcity. So no, right? I'll cut this off. Mineral deposits are available only in finite amounts in a country. Okay, fine, but that is not what scarcity is, guys, right? No. Countries have failed to achieve full employment due to scarcity of resources. No, right? The productive resources are not sufficient to satisfy all wants of the society. Does that look correct? They're saying the resources in a country, right, are not enough to satisfy all the wants. They're saying there are limited resources, there are unlimited wants. So resources are not enough to satisfy all the wants, right? Therefore, there is something called scarcity. Looks correct, right? That is what our definition is, guys. These are all basics of unit number 1, right? If someone is finding this a little confusing, little hard, right? Recommendation, go through your notes properly, right? Please, guys, I'm telling you, study the unit with me, right? In the past paper class, while we do questions. Now, you all know, no, guys, we don't finish one unit in one day, no? We can't do that, no? Right? So we take around at least 3-4 classes. 3-4 classes means around 3-4 weeks, no? So can't you study the unit with me then? You can take your whatever your theory, revision, school note, whatever you have, right? Along with doing the papers, you study that. Maybe essay questions, look at the tutor one and answer. That has to come, guys. Don't come and give me excuses saying, sir, I don't know, sir, I couldn't write the essay questions, right? I don't know what to write, sir, right? Don't come up with bullshit like that, right? Don't be the person who is going to give excuses, right? So you can say the productive resources are not sufficient to use, not sufficient compared to all the wants. Then this one, guys, economic systems have cyclical recurring expansion phases. No, right? Remember, longest answer is not the correct answer, right? It doesn't have to be the correct answer. So 3 is number 4. Done. Then we go to the next one. Question number 4. Allocatively efficient point on a production possibilities curve is achieved where? This also we highlighted in previous MCQs. I said when something and something is equal, you have allocative efficiency. And I said, don't get this confused with the profit maximizing level of output, right? Which one, guys? The minimum quantity of inputs are used to produce each good. That is more like productive efficiency, where you're using the least amount of resources, right? No. Each good is produced at a level where marginal benefit, okay, MB, equals MC, right? Looks correct. Marginal benefit, marginal cost equal to each other. We say, yes, there is something called allocative efficiency, okay. We look at the others. Large amount of capital goods are produced relative to consumer goods. That is not allocative efficient, right? Large amounts of consumer goods are produced, no, right? Each good is produced at a level where price of the goods exceed the marginal benefit. No, right? So which one is your answer, guys? Can you see how easy these MCQs are, right? There's nothing that I have to explain also, right? When you just look at the tute, right? If you have read through your tute, if you at least have a basic understanding of unit number 1, you can answer this. Okay. So that is also done, right? That is 2020.